Adrienne Klein here from Azure Real Estate and Property Management, broker owner based in Boca Raton, Palm Beach County, Florida.
Dalia Anise, estate planning attorney in Boca Raton, Florida. I help keep families out of court and out of conflict.
I want to talk about pets, fur babies, four-legged family members, and there doesn't have to be a cat or a dog. I mean, people have snakes, crickets, whatever it is. But even though we consider them here in America, Dalia, as family members, what does the law look at them as? Are they considered pets? People?
No, definitely not people. So the law considers pets as personal property.
Leona Helmsley, you may or may not remember her, but she ended up marrying someone who was a hotel magnate. Did she have children? No, she didn't have children.
She didn't have children.
She had fur babies.
She did.
She had cats or dogs?
Dogs. She left everything.
So she had dogs. I mean, that was a big empire to leave. How did that work out? I'm sure that was in a trust. Was there a guardian looking over that? How does that work?
So yeah, she left her estate to her dogs. And her family went to court to fight this, and the judge actually modified the estate, but did leave a whole lot for the dogs as well. So the dog had a guardian, and so someone can set up a specific pet trust. And in that pet
Whoa, time out.
Yes.
You're telling me there's a pet trust?
Yes, there is a
So
pet
we have
trust.
a people trust, trust in the people, but
Yeah.
we can't say that anymore either. But people trust, and now we have a pet trust. That's really interesting.
Yes. So
How does that work? Is that an addendum to the people trust?
No, you can set up a standalone pet trust, or you can set up a sub-trust within your trust as a pet trust, so that when you pass away, there is, you open a bank account in the name of the trust, you put in certain money in there to make sure that the pet is taken care of for their life, or you can also say for generational pets, if that pet has puppies or other children as well.
This is very technical. Okay.
And in that trust, you can be as very, very specific as their hobbies, who their vet is, what you want, what they are allergic to. You can.
So
really
I have the
do
big
a whole
question.
lot.
You ready for the big question?
Sure.
Let's say someone is the guardian. What happens to that guardian when they pass? Who is now going to be the guardian of Fido?
So you name several guardians, successor guardians.
Successor, wow.
In any trust or any plan that you create, there has to be, I like 3 or 4 people, successors, to make sure nothing gets slipped. Because if there's no guardian, then it has to go through court, and the court will decide.
Wow, okay. So multiple guardians, pet trust. I'm assuming that someone like Karl Lagerfeld, famous designer, had his beautiful white cats, brought them to the shows, runway, was always with him. I know that he had a trust set up for them. They have a house in the south of France. So what happens to the property that animal, that pet, is living in? Is that now put into the name of the guardian, or does that property remain in the name of the pet? How does that work out? How does it work?
So you can't, the pet can't own a property. It would be in the name of the trust, okay? And there would be also beneficiaries on that trust. So once the animals have passed, and and sometimes what they do is they put a charity on that pet trust to go to the Humane Society or a no-kill shelter, and that's what I find most people doing. It doesn't just go to a beneficiary; it goes to a charity.
So is there any way of checking, like, okay, you have a guardian for your fur baby, and like, what happens? I mean, I don't want to see the word abuse, neglect. I mean, negative words, but what is there anybody, like, should we start a new business where we're like the guardians of the galaxy for checking on pet trusts to make sure they're being kept up to date on all their immunizations? Like, it just is, it's endless. So how does that work out?
So there's provisions in the trust for someone to take the position of a trust protector. Okay, actually, I put this in all my trusts.
Okay.
The trust protector keeps the trustee honest. They can demand accounting from them of how the money is being spent. The trust protector also is there to, if there's a change in the law and the trust is not working as it should, they
Right.
can go and amend the trust.
Wow.
Because the trustee is not allowed to amend the trust.
Wow.
And once the owner, the creator of the trust passes away, the trust is irrevocable.
It's almost, I feel like we don't want to have the cats or the
Yes.
dogs claw their way out of the box.
Right.
Make sure that they're covered. This is why it's not just about a will, it's about trust, and the trust is the big umbrella. Thanks for watching. Information down here. Remember to subscribe. See you on the road.